taxes if you're a high W-2 income earner. The obvious is to max out your 401k. I wouldn't be a tax strategist if I didn't tell you to do that. But the second thing you should be focused on every single year is acquiring one short-term rental property. If you can acquire one short-term rental property and rent the property on average 7 days or less per customer, you can activate losses on the tax return. So now we should end up performing what's called a cost segregation study. This is the strategy you're gonna use once you acquire the short-term rental. And this is gonna give you anywhere between 20 to 30% of your purchase price as a year one tax write-off. So let me give you an example. If I buy an investment property, one short-term rental at $500,000, I'm getting 20%, so that's $100,000 in year one depreciation. If I'm earning $100,000 as a W-2 taxpayer and I have a $100,000 loss, I'm paying zero taxes. And this is why W-2 taxpayers should focus on short-term rentals in combination with their retirement.
This is the cost segregation short-term rental loophole strategy. I absolutely love this strategy. I personally use it myself, and for a lot of my clients, the strategy is that you buy a short-term rental, run a cost segregation study, and then generate a massive paper loss that can actually offset a lot of your other income. It's one of the very few ways that a W-2 earner, sometimes a high W-2 earner, can create real estate losses without being the real estate professional. But here's the big but, right? People gloss over, I think, the biggest detail. Your average guest stay has to be under 7 days or less. And the second one that's really hard to, I would say, fulfill is the material participation rules. There's 7 rules of material participation. We're not going to go over that in this video. But if you miss those 2, those losses are converted back to passive and are locked up until you sell the property. So I think, again, this is an amazing strategy, but you have to follow the rules.